The story begins when one day a boy is reborn into another world. There are many different things in this Asfiel world. There are flying dragons, brave adventurers, and magic like in a fairy tale world, just as he had imagined since childhood. In this dream world, he begins his second life. However, the people in this world do not know about bathing. The food in this world is still brittle bread and tough meat, and also toilets in this world only rely on slimes. This is more difficult than he imagined. At night, he creates a crystal that emits light, and it is known that electricity does not exist in this world. This is like in a civilization equivalent to the Middle Ages. When he lies down on the bed and closes his eyes, he thinks that he once lived in a comfortable world. He then opens his eyes, and he hopes to be able to go to any world freely. Suddenly, something appears, which surprises him, and that is a gate. He asks what this is. He is told that Moongate, dimensional travel, it is an ability that he possesses. With this ability, he can wander in different worlds, like in the dinosaur world, in the science fiction world, and many more worlds that he can explore. And then one day he arrives at, it appears that the scenery is like a village in Japan, and there is also a sign written in Japanese. He who sees it is surprised and wonders if this place is Japan. Because it has been 10 years, he thought he would not return. Someone then calls him. An old man there asks what brings this boy here because the old man has never seen him before. The old man says that if he wants lunch, and he invites the boy to eat together. After waiting for the meal, the old man asks if he is all right. He says that it has been quite a long time since he last ate soba. The old man also says that his Japanese is good for an outsider. When he looks at the mirror window there, he just realized that his hair is blonde with green eyes, and feels strange that they can communicate, and he wonders if it's because of a skill. Because of that, he starts traveling between other worlds and Japan, and he begins to realize it. Living beings other than himself cannot pass through the gate. Everything except living beings can cross worlds. He thinks maybe this power will be beneficial depending on how it's used. And living in Asfiel cannot be said to be comfortable. At least he wants to go to the public bath, but he has no money. Somehow he has to make money with this power. He then realizes something. The value of goods is very different in Asfiel and Japan. In Japan, a bar of gold can build a large house, while in Asfiel, it's only a month's salary. And conversely, in Asfiel, spices and sweets are very expensive. A luxurious cake alone is enough to build a house. In other words, if he sells goods from Japan to another world, he could become a millionaire. Someone then says thank you for everything. He answers no, it's okay. An old woman there says that their village only has old people, and the boy has helped a lot. The old woman gives him a wage. He says thank you and says that he can buy many snacks. The old woman asks if he likes snacks, which the boy answers that he likes snacks. He then says goodbye and thinks that he cannot explain that his snacks will be sold in another world. And with a happy expression on his face, he departs back to another world. A merchant named Albert asks Alan where he got this food. The boy's name turns out to be Alan, and Alan asks Albert if this food can be sold to nobles. Albert says that this chocolate will definitely be sold to nobles and many will like it. He says he doesn't have contacts, and it could be through someone he knows. Albert says that if suddenly sold to nobles, Alan will be noticed by people, and that will make the merchants not stand idle. In aristocratic society, sweets are like diplomatic tools to show their wealth, so generally they employ merchants to manage farmers and sweet makers, and that's what happens if breaking those unwritten rules. Alan says that Albert's shop is just a small shop and he has no choice, which makes Albert feel annoyed. And Albert says that Alan is right. Small merchants like himself cannot fight people who deal with nobles. Alan then apologizes and he will look for another place, and Albert supports that. Alan then shows something other than sweets to Albert. He judges Albert's opinion as someone who is older. Two mothers there see Alan and Albert and say long time no see. Alan asks if they are shopping, and the mothers say yes, by chance they can meet. They ask what this is, which Alan answers that this is an exotic snack that he happened to get. They ask if Alan wants to start a trading business, which Alan answers is impossible and he is just a little interested. Albert says, how about if the two of them try it? Alan asks if it's okay. It's like giving an opportunity to Albert's competitors, which Albert answers is no problem. Alan knows that that's the reason Albert's shop doesn't grow. Albert says thank you, but that's not Alan's business. The two of them then say itadakimasu. After they eat the exotic snack, they say that this is very delicious and they may buy it. Alan then says thank you. They will then tell the other mothers, which Alan answers yes, and they will support Alan. Alan then apologizes to Albert, and Albert says to do it elsewhere next time. Alan is surprised that the snacks he has are sold out. And this is all thanks to the friends of those mothers. Alan says that this is chocolate. He has become a millionaire, and Albert says not to underestimate business. Alan says thank you for today, and the remaining chocolate is a thank you gift for Albert. Albert then sighs, and he thinks maybe Alan is good at that. Upon arriving in Japan at the public bath, he ponders because without a family card, he cannot rent a house and get a permanent job, he becomes poor, and he has not soaked for a long time. With his confidence, Alan thinks maybe there will be hope in the future. He will not get rich overnight just by selling sweets. He learns that goods from Japan can be used in other worlds. Alan thinks for now what else to sell, and it seems there are many rules among merchants. And there is still a lot that Alan has to think about. Upon his arrival at the bar, he is drinking there, and the taste of the drink is the best. After bathing and drinking a little in another world, Alan feels that this is luxury. Suddenly, the doorbell rings, which makes everyone start paying attention when that customer enters the bar. Alan, who realizes that this place has become quiet, a girl with long black hair comes into the bar with other girls behind her. Alan hears that it is the Black Princess and they do not expect her. She is in this city. Alan realizes that it is a person sent from Japan. He is told that there are several special people like Alan in this world. At least in this city, there are two people. Those who are born with previous memories are called reincarnator. Those who are teleported to this world are called transfers. People who reincarnate and are transferred often have physical and magical abilities superior to the inhabitants of Asfiel. They also can get powerful blessings. As a result, they often become adventurers or wizards who focus on research. This is the first time Alan has seen it directly. He hears that the rumor is she is a very beautiful girl. An unusual adventure party consisting only of women, and she is the leader of the Dawn Moon Brigade. Not only striking, she is very talented and has defeated many strong monsters. Hearing that they gain the trust of nobles and merchants, Alan will then pay the bill at that bar, and the bar owner becomes confused because it's unusual to see Alan only drink once. Alan answers that there are some tasks that need to be done. Alan then goes to Japan, and at a store, he asks if this manga is popular at the moment, which is answered by the store clerk that this is the most popular manga in the weekly Shonen Champ. Alan says thank you, and he doesn't know what is trending lately, which is answered by the store clerk, no problem. He also likes manga, and is happy if there are customers who are also interested. The store clerk asks that this is a women's fashion magazine, which Alan answers that he was asked by his friend. Alan will then pay for it, and he asks the store clerk to wrap everything. The store clerk thanks him for the visit, and Alan thinks that he has lied, that this was requested. Alan thinks it would be dangerous if directly contacting the Black Princess there. Unlike himself, she was summoned to another world. There isn't much entertainment in Asfiel, so he hopes his prediction is correct. He thinks that this is his biggest expenditure, and he will rely on that package. It appears that the restaurant has been booked for today. Alan, who sees it, feels that he cannot do anything. He hears that she is in this restaurant, and even the curtains are tightly closed. Alan thinks that the opportunity is only today. He wonders if just wait until she comes out, but Alan thinks maybe later it will become suspicious. A girl then comes and calls Alan. The girl asks what he is doing there. Alan, who sees that girl, then gets an idea. He says that there is something he wants to give to Miss Black Princess, which makes the girl confused and asks for the leader. Alan then hands over the package and says that this is free, and if Miss Black Princess doesn't like it, then the package can just be thrown away. Alan then quickly leaves the place. This makes the girl feel worried and wonder who that guy is. The girl then enters the restaurant. Another girl welcomes Aina's arrival and asks what package that is. Aina answers that there was a strange person in front who handed it for the leader. The girl asks Aina to hand over the package to her. Aina asks Kalkira what about the package, which is answered by Kalkira that this is safe. This package is neither poison nor dangerous magic tools and asks if it should just be given to the leader. Aina then understands because Kalkira says so. Aina then comes to approach the leader to hand over the package, which makes the leader ask what this is. Aina says that this package is said to be for the leader. The leader asks if she can open it, which is answered by Aina, no problem, and that guy said to throw it away if she doesn't like it. After the leader opens the object, Aina, who sees the object, wonders what this book is. She thinks that this book looks rare, but what for the leader? The leader then stands up and looks at Aina, which makes Aina confused. The leader who looks at Aina there, she asks Aina to tell her who has given Aina this package. It appears that there is someone running, which turns out to be a girl, and that girl is called the Miko, and they who chase her to immediately catch that girl. The girl wonders what is actually happening and where she is. When at school, she was waiting for an early pickup, but suddenly her vision blurred, and she unknowingly becomes surprised because she sees that she will fall into a big hole there. She thinks that she will die, and she apologizes to her father. After some time passes, the girl then wakes up. A married couple there feel grateful to see the girl is already awake and ask if she is okay. The girl becomes surprised and asks who. The woman says sorry for making her scared. They are a couple who manage this inn, and the couple says that they found a girl lying under the cliff. The girl then remembers that she fell off the cliff at that time. Because the couple has helped her, she says thank you very much, and the woman says it's not a big problem. The woman doesn't know how she could survive, as expected from Miko-sama. The girl becomes confused about Miko. She asks what Miko means. She is told that Miko is a messenger of God from another world, and black hair is the proof. It is said that she has some kind of special power, but the girl apparently hasn't realized it yet. The girl says that she doesn't know about that, and this is very sudden. She is then served a cup of warm tea by the woman. The woman says to rest first and can think about it later. The girl then accepts it and says thank you. After staying at the inn, she says thank you for everything. The couple tells the girl to take care of herself well, and the girl hopes that the two of them stay healthy. And she begins her journey to find a way home. Thanks to the Miko's power, she doesn't have difficulty despite being alone. Because of that rumor, people gather. As time goes by, the Dawn Moon Brigade becomes famous throughout the country. Come to think of it, she is blessed with good people. They don't ask about her purpose, they just follow the Miko. She thinks if one day she can tell the truth to all of them. At a bar, the doorbell is heard ringing, indicating a customer is coming. The bar owner welcomes her. The customer asks Alan if he is the one who sent this letter. The customer turns out to be the Miko, and Alan asks the bar owner to give her a drink. And Alan asks the bar owner to lock the door, and he says thank you. The atmosphere becomes silent for a moment, but Alan says sorry, and maybe she doesn't like being alone with him. He asks that she consider the conversation between fellow countrymen. She who hears it just remains silent. She asks if Alan is Japanese, which is answered by Alan that he reincarnated, so his appearance is like this. Alan asks what is your name, which is answered by the girl that she is named Shizuku Sayoji. She is 18 years old. And Alan introduces his name as Alan. He is unemployed and 20 years old. Shizuku says no, she wants to know Alan's real name. Alan then sighs. He tells that his name is Masato Shinjo. He is an ordinary man who died at the age of 25. Shizuku then apologizes for asking unnecessary things, which is answered by Alan, it's okay. Shizuku says that Alan is not surprised by the name Sayoji. She assumes is it possible that Alan is from a different time. Alan, who hears that, is surprised and asks if she is famous and assumes is she an idol, and Shizuku says that Alan really doesn't know. Alan says that indeed times have changed, and it has been 20 years since he died. Maybe because the place is different like the Showa era, so it doesn't feel so much. This makes Shizuku surprised when hearing it. She asks if Alan can go to Japan, which is answered by Alan that he cannot bring other people to Japan. Alan explains that no living beings can cross the gate and apologizes for giving Shizuku hope. However, they can do other things. Alan can buy goods and bring them if needed. That's not a bad thing, and Shizuku can only remain silent when hearing it. Alan then is surprised to see the glass that Shizuku has is empty. He asks if she wants to drink something. Shizuku says that the owner is not here. Alan then shows a bottle of drink and they can drink this if Shizuku wants. He then pours the tea drink into Shizuku's glass and Shizuku says thank you. Shizuku then drinks the tea and Alan asks how it is. Shizuku says that this is quite different from homemade tea, the taste, the aroma, everything. And Shizuku, with a very calm facial expression, says that this is delicious. Alan, who sees Shizuku's face, then thinks that he forgets because Shizuku is strong, but she is still at the age of a school child. Shizuku says that she ends up showing her embarrassing side, which is answered by Alan not really. Alan says that he also cried when eating soba for the first time, and he can provide soba noodles if Shizuku wants. Shizuku says that she only wants a clue to go home to Japan, but this is also a happy thing for her. Shizuku then puts down her glass. She will be Alan's sponsor, and in return, Alan must prepare the goods that Shizuku asks for, which Alan understands. But Alan tells her not to be excessive because he doesn't have a family card and income. This makes Shizuku say that she will send a letter, and Shizuku asks if Alan is good at arranging documents. On a bright morning, and at Shizuku's house, she apologizes for calling her colleagues this early because there is someone she wants to introduce. Shizuku then introduces Alan to them, and he is a new member today. Aina then is surprised and says that Alan is the weird person she met yesterday. Aina asks if the leader is serious, which is answered by Shizuku that Alan can be trusted. A girl then says that she respects the leader's choice, but Alan is a boy. Shizuku says that Alan will not fight. Alan can read, write, and count, so Alan only takes care of equipment, and Shizuku asks Aina to train Alan. This makes Aina surprised and scream after hearing it. When in the warehouse, Aina asks Alan how he attracts the leader's attention, and Aina has never seen the leader so excited like that. Alan says that this is equal to effort. He didn't expect to enter the brigade, but he never thought a boy could enter the Dawn Moon Brigade. After hearing that, Aina then says, all right, and she also needs labor. She then gives the list to Alan. Alan, who receives the list, then looks at it. He wants to make sure something to Aina. He asks if all this time Aina has managed this alone, which is answered correctly by Aina. Alan, who is surprised there, thinks about it, while Aina says that there is no one else besides her and the leader who can write and count. Aina says that she will check the stock and she tells Alan to go out to buy goods. Aina tells him to mention the brigade's name. Then, Alan will not be deceived by merchants, and that merchant will give a good price, which Alan understands. When Alan is about to leave the room, he tells Aina not to push herself. Aina only answers by waving her hand, indicating that it's not a problem for her. When Alan is walking in the middle of the city to buy goods, he didn't expect something like that would happen, and thinks that if he can be a merchant for the Dawn Moon Brigade, it might be able to make himself do business with nobles without doubt. Because the situation is already like this, Alan only needs results so that he is accepted as a member. Alan then hears someone calling his name. The two women come to Alan and ask if the rumor is true. Alan becomes confused about the rumor, which is answered by the woman that the rumor about Alan who joins the Dawn Moon Brigade. Alan, who just this morning joined, doesn't believe that this information can spread so quickly. The woman asks, what is Alan's relationship with Kurohime-sama? And the other woman says that Alan is great to have a girlfriend and a job at once, but Alan says not so. Alan tells them that she likes the merchandise owned by Alan, and he is like a bonus. The woman says that yesterday's snacks were delicious, how the woman congratulates Alan on his debut as a merchant, and good luck. But Alan says that now he is just a buyer. The woman asks why not go to their shop? They can give Alan a cheap price, and Alan asks if it's allowed, which is answered by the woman, of course. Another merchant says, good luck, Alan-kun, which Alan answers, thank you. Feeling helped again by that woman again, and Alan is then called by several people. He is surprised because so many people will help Alan towards success. They have heard the rumor, and it's amazing. Asking if Alan lacks equipment, they will give free service, and they support Alan. After some time and getting the goods that Alan wants, Alan then goes home and Aina says good job. She asks if everything has been bought. Alan, who is there, says that he will leave the bill here, which makes Aina wonder and ask why there. Aina will then check the bill. After Aina sees the bill, she asks how much this is, which makes Alan feel worried, and he asks back if it exceeds the budget. Aina says that this is the opposite. She says that this is 20% cheaper, and Ina asks if Alan is not cheating, which is answered by Alan that it's a misunderstanding. Alan explains that his acquaintances give discounts as help, and Ina can ask them directly. Ina, who hears that, then becomes calm. And Alan sighs because he sees Ina already understands. Ina then goes and says that she didn't mean that far, but all right. Ina says that she slightly acknowledges Alan. After taking care of things with Ina, Alan then goes to Japan using Moongate, dimensional travel, and he thinks that Japan is very calming. Alan, who is looking at something in his hand, he brings a letter from Shizuku, and he wonders if this can help. It appears that the letter is for Ryugen Sayoji, or Shizuku's father.